CX2. That is an insane coaster. Probably will not be doing that today. The Mountain of Magic. Just here for a short visit. Spent the week in Oceanside. So before heading back up to the Bay Area, figured I'd stop here first. I don't know what you're doing. Could have done speedy parking, but it looks like regular line shorter. Good job, Magic Mountain. Not sure how the speedy parking was. The lines were longer than the general parking. I guess because they had more gates open for the general. Heading on in. Every time I visit SoCal, I always seem to do this. Just pop into Magic Mountain for 3 or 4 hours before driving on, heading back home up to the Bay Area. It's about a 6-hour drive up there. Usually come here in the morning, stay until about the mid-afternoon, and then head out. Looks like they've added some solar panels since the last time I was here, which was back in, I want to say March or April. These are all new. Much needed too, because the cars just kind of roast out here in the sun. So it's nice to have some shade with parking. Not sure if I'll be able to take advantage of that today, but it's nice that they've at least added some. Looks like we'll be parking just outside of the solar panels. Shouldn't be too hot of a day though. Let's get parked up and head on in. This will be my first vlog from Magic Mountain. Hey guys, Theme Park Mark here. Just parked up at Six Flags Magic Mountain. It'll be a short vlog today because I got to make a 6-hour drive back up home to the Bay Area. Anytime I come down here to Southern California, I was actually in Oceanside for the week, spending time with family. So now heading back home, and anytime I do this sort of thing in Southern California, I always got to stop in Magic Mountain for a few hours before making the drive back up, just to get on some of my favorite coasters here, like Goliath, Twisted Colossus, and Wonder Woman, and hopefully a few others. So let's see what I can get done in 3 or 4 hours, and excited to take you guys along with me. Let's giddy up. So we have some solar panels here installed. These were definitely not here the last time I came, which I think is March, April, somewhere around there. It is now October. So these are all new. I wonder if they're going to extend them to the back here, because I'm parked out in the sun right now, and it looks like no one's using these solar panels right now. Maybe it's an extra fee or something. I'll have to check into that, because shade is much needed in the parking lot here, especially during the hot summer months. It can easily get up into the triple digits and beyond, especially in the car when it's roasting out in the sun. So definitely need shade in this parking lot, so it's nice to see that they've installed these. Hopefully they can extend that out. Yeah, let's head on in. There's Twisted Colossus right there, and Goliath. Try and ride those today. That's probably where I'll head first in that direction, maybe even do full throttle. I've got the season-long Flash Pass still. Hopefully I don't get run over here. So let's see what I can get done, about 3 or 4 hours here before making the long drive back home. All right, now I gotta make the long walk all the way up to the entrance. There's usually a bus that runs here as well. Every time I see it though, it's always packed full of people, so I'd rather just walk. It's not too far, but it is slightly uphill this direction, so it can be a bit of a slog, especially during the summer months when it gets really hot. Right now it's about 80 degrees, so it's not too bad. It'll probably warm up a little bit more later today, maybe mid 80s, I think. Yeah. let's head on in. There's Viper next to. Probably a no-go for me today for both of those. X2 can be a little bit too much for me. When I have a 6+ hour drive ahead of me, I'd rather not have a really intense ride to go on. Looks like they got the bus out here. Last time I was here, they were kind of renovating the entrance as well. Doesn't look like a whole lot has changed. Still see the sign. It's also Fright Fest here. I'm not really big into jump scares and Halloween events, so it's not a big deal missing that today. But here we are, Magic Mountain. Let's head in for about 3 or 4 hours. Oh, the plaza. Always packed full of people at the start of the day. This is where they hold everybody before the park actually officially opens, so this plaza gets extremely crowded. So I always try to come in at least 5-10 minutes or so after park opens so that it kind of clears out a little bit. And then I usually try to go in on the right side here. The lines are typically a little shorter. And I'm in. Lots of Halloween decorations for Fright Fest. I don't think I've ever been here before during Fright Fest. So they have lots of different little scare mazes. But I'm here for the coasters. I think I might start with Full Throttle. Take a look at the line. Then kind of head towards Goliath and Twisted Colossus off to the right side from this fountain area. There's Tatsu, Revolution. Probably will not be riding those today, but I'm sure I'll be back another time. Let's head towards Full Throttle. Alright, just activated the Flash Pass. Can't really do that until I'm in the park. It's kind of annoying, but Full Throttle. So when I'm here without the Flash Pass, I always recommend, like, if the line's up into the cattle pens here where this big screen is, then it's a miss, because it's going to be at least 45-minute wait or so. If it's past the cattle pens and kind of going straight down to the station, then it's probably about less than a half an hour wait or so. I'd say it's probably worth it at that point. It looks like it's just getting into the cattle pens right now. Let's hit in Full Throttle. Premier launch coaster. These are the cattle pens here. So it's just stretching right into the cattle pens. Ride.
Alright guys, when I say ooh, you say ooh. Ah!
Front row, Full Throttle. Actually, it was slated for row 2, but people who were gonna wait for row 1 chickened out. Sometimes I just take for granted, like, how used to roller coasters I am, so I can't even fathom that, but it's kind of intimidating with the tallest loop there. Still a great ride. I love that it's not the comfort collars for Premier rides, it's just the seatbelt and the lap bar. It's a great ride. It's short, a little on the short side there, but it's a solid ride. Anyways, up next I booked Goliath, which is the Giovanola hyper coaster. I might do the regular line for that just to see how long it is. But if it has built up down the stairs, then I'll just use my flash pass or go around to the exit and use the flash pass if it looks a little long. So just kind of scope it out. We'll see. Goliath's this way. And this is what used to be, I think, a theater. Golden Bear Theater, I think it was called. It looks like that's demolished. Well, there's still kind of an amphitheater left. Not sure what's coming in next on that. If you guys know, let me know in the comments. But yeah, I feel like they can probably fit another coaster in here. I'm not sure what. They have to be pretty compact unless it can utilize the hillside there. I'm curious to see what's next. Maybe a flat ride, maybe a coaster. We'll see. There's the kiddie area of the park, Bugs Bunny World. A couple coasters in there. One right here. One in the back there. Actually, I think there's a third one as well. Yeah, there's 3 coasters here. It's been a while since I rode these. But that's what I'm heading towards, the big boy. Goliath, 255 feet tall. And yet not the best hyper. At least in my opinion and many others. But it's still a solid ride. It's still a fun ride. Goliath. Big entrance sign. Flash pass and the exit is off to the left. I'm just gonna peek through here and see what the line looks like, which is the regular line. We also have blockers here, which is a charge. Really shouldn't be, but anyway for them to make extra money. It's kind of the Disney way. Just gonna peek through here to see what the line looks like. Because it's a long walk for the flash pass. You gotta go up and down a couple set of stairs. Seems like it's shorter for the regular line sometimes. So let's take a look. There's no line. Definitely made the right call here. So maybe I'll just book Twisted Colossus with my next flash pass. And I'll just ride Goliath here. And we're still going. Yeah, it's just on the stairs. It'll be about a 5-minute wait. Alright, row 7, let's ride. And that was Goliath. I love that floater airtime hill after the first turnaround after the drop. Always try and sit on the left side when I'm sitting near the front because of the mid-course break where you're kind of like tilting. You feel like you're gonna kind of fall out a little bit if you're up near the front. Or near the back, you kind of just get yanked down. I was mid-train that time. They actually had somebody assigning rows, which was the first time I'd ever seen that for that ride. Must have more staff here because of Fright Fest, which is great. His operations were fantastic. So next up, I'm gonna head over to Twisted Colossus. Looked like that was running, and it looked like it was not dueling. So that's what's next. Some nice decorations here. I have not seen or heard from this monstrosity here, Superman. Actually, haven't seen that open the last few times I've been here. I think it's been maybe a year and a half since the last time I saw it running. I'm not sure if it's maybe a delayed opening today or something, but I did see the drop tower going actually. It's running right now. Lex Luthor. That is a tall drop tower. I would definitely want the left side since it's facing away from the sun if I were to do that today. Probably don't have time. Maybe next time I'm here and I'm doing a full day, we'll ride that. It's Wonder Woman, Batman, Riddler's Revenge, all three kind of in the same shot there. They got a nice stage here, I'm guessing for the Fright Fest. It's usually an empty area. I'm gonna head down here to the right where Twisted Colossus and Scream are. Into the steampunk area. Steampunk District, I think it was called. Let's see if I remember correctly. Really awesome decorations here for Fright Fest. And yeah, I forget what this is called. I think it's Steampunk District, but the sign's all covered up. So where Twisted Colossus is, RMC, and Scream, B&M Floorless. So Twisted Colossus is one of two RMCs where I've ridden both the original and the RMC version. Me growing up in Arizona, I actually came here to Magic Mountain a few times in the late 2000s, so rode Colossus quite a bit. And that Twisted Colossus obviously is a much better version, but I haven't seen it dueling in a long time. The other RMC and original that I've rode was Wildcat and Wildcat's Revenge at Hershey Park, where I actually rode Wildcat in the last year of its operation, and it was probably one of the roughest wooden coaster rides I've ever ridden. So I'm glad that got RMC'd, and it's a much better version now, being Wildcat's Revenge. And here's Twisted Colossus. So I'm gonna head on in for a ride. Nice entrance sign. Really level line. I booked a flash pass for this one. Still will be about a 5 to 10 minute wait, but a little bit better than the regular line right now. Here's the lockers. Let's head in.
Lauren, you ready?
No, is this worse than the first ride?
It's not worse than the first one.
Is it equal to?
It's probably equal.
God damn it! Dear Jesus. I don't know why I agree.
back car, front row of the back car. Wish it was dueling today. They're just running 2 trains, purple and green. Gotta get that blue train out. Other than that, the operations are fine. No other complaints. Just wish I'd see a duel again. Probably been a few years. Anyway, I booked Scream next. B&M rollercoaster, which is off in the dead end here, off to the right. Parking lot, the ride. It's just kind of built over asphalt with like no theming whatsoever. It was pretty much the same or very similar layout to Medusa at Six Flags Great Adventure, which I rode a few months ago. Go check out the blog if you haven't already. Six Flags Great Adventure. Spent a few days there. Yeah, Scream right out loud. Parking lot coaster. But still a fun ride. So let's try this next. It's another one where I had a feeling that there wouldn't be much of a line, so I booked a flash pass just in case, but looks like it's not needed, because there is no line. Lockers up here on the right, then it's up the stairs and straight into the entrance. Let's have a ride on Scream. row 6. Just literally walk right on. Sunday mornings is a great time to come to the park. Crowds are very low. I think people, I guess people kind of filter in later on in the day on Sundays. And then it's noisy. B&M Roar. This is probably my favorite B&M in the park. I was thinking about it. Tattoo, Riddler's Revenge, all very close in my rankings. And Scream. And then there's Batman. It's fun being an invert, but there's tons of those. So noisy. I think I might head back for another ride on Twisted Colossus before heading out of this area and then heading towards Wonder Woman. Oh, it was weird, the app just glitched on me. It said, when I went to go book Twisted Colossus, it said get on in 0 minutes, 0 seconds, but it was all grayed out. I closed out, went back in it, and it said get on now, so a little odd. I'm gonna go for one more ride on this RMC, non-dueling. row 3 ride on the green train. I think that's running a little bit better than the purple one. A little smoother. My favorite element on that is the 0G stall on the second half on the green side. Still a fun ride, very long ride, about 4 minutes or so for the 2 lift hills. It's a solid RMC. I'm gonna start heading towards the superior RMC in this park. Wonder Woman, Flight of Courage, RMC single rail Raptor. That's where I'm headed next. All right, Wonder Woman, Flight of Courage. I was here opening weekend. I think it was 2021 or 2022. I remember the line was all the way back here into like the little Carnival Games area. Super long line then. Since then, I've only seen it like in the cattle pens here outside of the entrance building. Flat ride here. Teen Titans used to be called Wonder Woman. They had changed the name because of the coaster. Not a big fan of the spinning ones where you're facing other people. I've only ridden that a couple times. Wonder Woman looks like it's running. Also opening weekend, they were running 7 trains back then. Just absolutely insane. Last time I was here, I think they were running just 2. Looks like they might be running 3 today, from what I can tell. Yeah, 7 train operations opening weekend. That was nuts. There were trains everywhere. Let's have a ride on this Wonder Woman. Before I head in the Flash Pass, I do remember opening weekend waiting in this building here. There was no air conditioning, no fans. It was summertime. It was like an oven in there. It was very bad. I'm gonna head on in right now for a ride. Oh, I love that ride. Backseat, Flight of Courage. Probably take a break and then give this another ride. It didn't look like Riddler's Revenge is running. Usually you can hear that halfway across the park anyway with that loud B&M roar, but I haven't heard it today, so it doesn't seem to be open. Same with Batman. So 2 B&Ms are down. I don't know if it's for maintenance, staffing, or what. Yeah, break time and then probably another ride on this. There's the gift shop I usually use to get a drink, but looks like it's closed. And the other one that I just walked through, the Wonder Woman gift shop, didn't have any drinks in there, so I'm in search of a beverage right now. Gotta try and stay hydrated. I think I'll probably head towards Crazanity, and then maybe I'll actually ride that after I take a break, and just come back this way. So since I missed the new one at Six Flags Great America, figured I'd do the pendulum here, Crazanity. I think this might be the tallest one in the world. Although maybe the one at Great America now is the tallest. I don't know, I'd have to look it up. These are fun rides though. They look intense, but really not that bad. Not that bad at all.
You know, it's already this hot. Where are they though? Like, we're over the gate. We're already over the gate. See, we're over this thing and it's forced. I see it.
Definitely a crazy ride, but fun. And it's definitely shaking and sweating a little bit. Still don't do well with heights, but not too bad. Alright, we're finished up at my two favorite coasters here at the park, Wonder Woman and Goliath, and I think it's time to head out. And we're back for one more ride. See, this is my favorite coaster here, just overall. Goliath second, and probably Twist of Colossus third. And a lot of people would say X2 or Tatsu as well would be their favorites, which I can understand, but those can be a little too intense for me at times. Although I do still find them enjoyable from time to time, it's just very intense rides. Whereas Wonder Woman and Goliath, I just have a good time on. It's all around fun. So one more ride on Wonder Woman. complaining. Looks like they went down to 2 train hops this time. Well, it's not too bad though. It's probably about a 25-minute wait. Looks like it's just outside of the building there. All right, so I'm gonna wrap things up at Goliath, and I'll head on out for this brief visit to Magic Mountain. Alright, so this one's a little confusing in that you have to kind of go up the exit. Looks like the line's out into the cattle pens a little bit, so use the flash pass this time. So you gotta go up to the exit, almost up to the station, then make a right, and down some stairs, down around and up some stairs to the other side. A little bit confusing. Took me a little bit the first time to figure it out. But this is where you gotta go for the flash pass. So here's the station. You gotta go down these stairs. And it's pretty straightforward from here. With that row 13 ride, I think that brings an end to my visit here at Magic Mountain. I just love Goliath. That was like my first major roller coaster kind of growing up, and like once I got off that ride, it was like, oh, I feel like I can ride anything now. I just had one of those moments. It's always had a special place for me. Well, I still do feel that Titan's a little bit better at Six Flags over Texas. Very similar, has a extra helix. Helix is very intense though. Almost gray out every time. But I love Goliath. So with that, I'm gonna head on out. And as always, thanks so much guys for watching. Not sure what's coming up next. Gonna do probably some more California parks in November here, in December, to kind of close out the year, and then possibly another trip back to Florida around New Year's. As I make my way out of here after this whirlwind tour of kind of one side of the park, let me know if you guys want to see like a full vlog from Magic Mountain. So I might come back down in the next couple months, try and do a full day. Let me know if that's something you guys want to see. And if you've been here before, let me know what your favorite coaster is, because I feel like there's a lot of solid candidates at this park. Wonder Woman's my personal favorite, but let me know what your guys' is. So with that, signing off from Six Flags Magic Mountain. Take care, guys. Alright, we're back to the solar panels after a long walk out. Looked like regular parking was under the solar panels for a lot of the people. So I was looking down from Twist of Colossus. They didn't fill these up over here. I wonder if it's just like preferred parking. But I'm in the back here behind the solar panels in the 2 rows that don't have them. But at least these are here, provide a little bit of shade. Because it gets very, very hot here during the summer.